Well, this is an odd one, isn't it? For a couple of reasons. One, if you notice that clock, it says 2 a.m. because I forgot to record this today. Well, this evening. And that's mostly because of Hades. But, let's start from the end, shall we? Why am I in the bathroom? I'm soaking my feet in warm water. Why? Because I just had a 45-minute long fight with the deadbolt in our back door. In, like, 30-degree weather, just below freezing. I didn't know the top lock was broke, which is what we call the deadbolt. I didn't know it was broke. I tried to get it to lock. It shoved the deadbolt out just enough that I could not close the door, and the deadbolt did not go back in. So I pull it apart because what choice do I have? It's fucking freezing. I can't just leave the door open. So I pull it apart. I think I get it pushed back in, but what I don't realize is the entire mechanism has fallen to pieces, and there are pieces of metal in there that I cannot get to line back up the way they're supposed to be. Simple enough, just pull the deadbolt and put the covering back in. Easy, right? No. Wrong. The deadbolt would not come out. It took a good 30 minutes of fighting with it to finally get it out. And I'm not convinced that I didn't just break the door. Like, I'm pretty sure deadbolts don't like have an interior threading that's universal. And what I mean by that is, I'm pretty sure everything that came out was supposed to, but I don't fucking know. For all I know, I ruined it, and made it worse. But I couldn't get the door to close, so what was I supposed to do? I was just taking the trash out. I was just taking the trash out. Why were you taking the trash out at 1 o'clock? Well, I'm getting ready to lay down, and, you know, Mom leaves me some things to do. Like, she likes to run the dishwasher late in the evening because it's off-peak hours, and therefore electricity doesn't cost as much, so that's when she likes to run the dishwasher. And I was gonna unload the dishwasher and take out the trash before getting in the bed. I was gonna get all the dishes out of my room. That's not happening anymore because I had an hour-long fight with the door. And yes, this fight with the door is going to get 15 minutes longer every time I bring it up. It was a 3-day fight with the door. Well, what good happened today, Nick? Well, I streamed to the friends that I usually watch. It was fun. I streamed Hades for about an hour and a half. It took forever to get it going right, and I was expecting it to fall apart at any minute, but the internet held up surprisingly well. I don't know how it looked. It might have looked like garbage. I kind of hope it didn't look like garbage. But it worked. Audio was hard to get right because for some reason it's really hard to just isolate the audio of a single program without virtual audio cables, and so my genius solution was going to be to run a aux cord from the headphone jack to the microphone jack, and in my computer I can listen to other inputs, and on Discord I can isolate where I can sort of isolate the audio to that, meaning I could not put the game in my headphones without it also going to my streaming program. So basically, what I ended up doing at the time was switching the output on my computer to my TV, so I couldn't hear it in my headphones, but then it wasn't picking up Discord, which was also going to my headphones, because that's where we talk, you know. it wasn't like, you know, normal streaming for an audience. It was, I was just streaming to my friends. My feet are turning a funny color because of the way I'm sitting. Hang on, I'm gonna move. Bear with me. I'm getting all of this live because I'm gonna keep talking. But basically, I finally got the workaround running this afternoon. The issue I was having is the headphone jack just wasn't working. But after about an hour of troubleshooting, I got it working. Turn off this fan. I do that out of habit. Yeah, they're no longer the funny color they were. It was just from the way I was sitting. Yeah, it was just a driver being stupid. In fact, after troubleshooting for a bit, I finally closed and reopened playback devices, and my computer was even like, "Hey, something here's not working right. Can you want us to just turn off the driver that's causing a problem?" I was like, "Yes, thank you." So. Sorry, just standing in the cold for that amount of time has my throat being stupid. I'm gonna try. They're clean, I just washed them. I'm trying to not put my feet in my bed for some reason. This lighting's terrible. There we go. This is also terrible, but you know what? I'm so over everything at this point. Anyway, yeah, I've got that fixed now, and basically there's some my sound card's set up in some strange way where it shows up in input devices as well, so I don't even have to do the full loop. I just have to plug something into the headphone jack, and then the part of my sound card that runs the headphone jack shows up as stereo mix in my microphone settings, so I can just play desktop audio to that, have in Windows you can right click and open properties and listen to microphones, probably so you can do what my microphone does natively, which is my microphone natively gives me I can hear what it's picking up, so that when I'm wearing headphones, I can hear what the mic's picking up, so I'm not shouting. So I can real-time monitor my microphone. Mic monitoring, that's what it is. I can real-time monitor my microphone while it's recording, and I think that's what this setting is supposed to be used for in Windows, mic monitoring. But you can also have it put out to you can have it put out to a specific device that's not the default right now. So I can very easily have Discord run just to my headphones, have the rest of my desktop going to this mystery thing that's not being really heard. OBS can upload that, and I can listen to that completely internal sound routing with my headphones. It's absurd, but it works now. I remember trying to do this for like 3 hours on a friend of mine's MacBook when I was over at their place. And it wasn't even their MacBook, but like they didn't have this weird sound card thing like I do. So I was like searching in vain for something that doesn't exist. I have to go unload the dishwasher, and then I'm getting in the bed. I'll see you all tomorrow.